Hi everybody, my name is Mike Storm and this is
Simone,
also known as Simone the Wise. We are going to show you a little bit about how to make some of these fun puppets out of paper bags. Okay? As you see, they have mouths that move. You can make them all different ways. You can give them arms. But what we're gonna do first, what you need, now the wind is gonna be playing with us a little bit. These do stand up. They can almost be like a sculpture, like a statue. But when the wind blows or our table wobbles, they fall over. So it's all right, it's all right. Okay, first, you're gonna get some lunch bags. Okay? These are usually, you can get 50 of these for $1 or $2. And if you got a packet from Fleischer, it may have some of these bags in it. Okay? And there's a little flap there. We're gonna use that as the mouth. Okay? The rest is gonna be the head and the body. And if you're careful and you slide your hand in there and you hook some fingers around the inside, you can open and close it. Already it looks like a character. All right? You can open and close it and it looks like it's talking. So what we're gonna use, besides the bag, some glue sticks or a glue bottle if you have it. We have glue sticks. A pair of scissors, use kid-friendly scissors if you can. Some markers or crayons if you have them. And I have a ruler just in case. So the first thing you wanna do is to make paper that fits on here, okay? This is gonna be the body. And there's a couple different ways you can do that. We can measure it. If you're a helper too, if you're watching the video and you're one of the helpers, if you want to help prepare materials, this is about 5 inches across, 5 1/4. 5 inches across by about 7.5 inches long. So what we can do is, I'll show you a couple different ways to do this. I'll take a couple pieces of the paper and I'm going to measure a rectangle. So what did I say, 5 1/4 by 7.5?
yeah.
Okay. I'll try to hold this up to the camera here so you can see. I am going to make a mark at 7.5. Okay. Can you see that? That was 7.5 inches from there to there. I'll make another one at the bottom. Measuring is a good skill to know. It takes some practice. Okay, so that's 7.5, and we need to go 5 1/4 down. This is the tricky way to do it, though. I'm gonna show you a really easy way that probably most of you will use anyway. Okay, so I'm carefully measuring the paper. La-da-da. Hope everyone's enjoying the nice weather. Okay. So if I did my measurements right, let's see, that should fit. Well, it's a little large, but that's okay. All right. I'm cutting a couple pieces of paper at a time. So if you are a helper and you're helping students and kids get their materials together, you can cut a whole bunch of these rectangles in advance so you have a variety of papers and we just have to glue them on there. That fits pretty good. What do you think there, Simone?
I think that's good.
That looks good. And then the leftover paper should pretty much just fit on there. We'll measure it though. I don't want to spend all the video measuring, but you get the idea. Here, let's do. You know what we'll do? We'll just eye it up. How about that? Where'd I put my scissors? Right here. And then those fit where the face will be. You can also leave the face this nice, bag color makes a nice brown skin tone. You can leave it like that if you wish. So, let's get cracking here. We got bodies, faces, And let's glue some of those on there, Simone. You got your bag?
Yep. Well, I guess.
You do. You have a bag. And you can, Simone, help yourself to any paper if you want to pick different colors. We're going to create characters. Okay? The other way to measure these is just to hold it up against the bag. You have to be careful. You don't want to cut the bag. Okay? Just hold it up against there. And I'm going to try to just eye it up. I'm taking a marker. Oh, I got to remember to make sure to hold things in front of the camera. Okay? So that gives you a rough idea of the size. When you're making art, it's always good to make it a little bigger because you can trim it down. If you don't want to make it small, because you really can't make it bigger. And that fits on there good. That little marker that's on there, we'll just flip it on the back. Okay? So, glue stick. And I'm going to put glue all over the back of this yellow shape. And while you're doing this, think about what kind of characters you want to make. Do you want to make kings and queens or superheroes or robots or your favorite comic book character or cartoon character or video game character? All those different characters are all things you can make. Right, I put glue on the yellow paper. Always focus on the corners and the ends. Simone's going with orange, I'm going with yellow. Okay, it's not quite sticking, so I'll go back in there with a little extra glue. Don't lose your glue stick lids, always know where they're at. We'll press that together, give it a little bit of pressure. Right. Okay. Taking shape already.
Beautiful orange shirt.
Yes, lovely. Then you can play fashion designer. You can cut out shapes, symbols. You can use little scrap papers. Oh, I'm gonna give it I trimmed off some pink. We're gonna give it a pink face. Go ahead, Simone, you can help yourself. There's all these materials.
Let's see.
Grab scissors. There's lots of different colored paper.
I'll take some of this extra yellow paper and make a mask.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. Okay. Give that glue a couple seconds to set up and dry. It's starting. Getting a good character here together. Now I'll show you on some of these samples. I cut these out of, this looks like the Flash, the superhero. I cut those out of paper and glued those on there. I spent a little time doing the inside of the mouth. That's optional. Okay, I made the black. I just drew that with marker and cut out strips of paper and drew lines for the teeth. Now be careful because these paper bags are kind of thin. And if you use marker a lot, the marker's wet and it can put a hole in your bag if you're not careful. So for this one, I left the mouth blank. There's nothing in there. I did give her some lips though, and some hair that goes down the back. You can also decorate the backs of these. Okay? Sometimes I give them superhero capes on the back. Be careful, Simone, if you're trimming off excess, not to cut the bag.
Yep.
That's the tricky part. All right. So now we can put a face up here. Think about some clothing. You can even cut out arms and glue them on the inside if you want. Put little feet coming off the bottom. Maybe a cape or some hair on the back. hair, crowns. Excellent. Excellent. All right, let's keep rolling. We got all this paper. We can cut up Simone. I'm gonna make some eyes. So let me find a little piece of paper. And you can use imaginary colors too. They don't have to be realistic. I'm gonna make some eyes on this white piece of paper with some markers. Let's see. I'll draw a couple different sets and then pick. You know what? Do I have in here? There we go. I'm just going to grab a sketchbook to hold against the paper while I'm drawing. Usually when I draw, it's flat down on the table like that. But in order for the video camera to be able to see it, I'm going to draw standing up. And there's lots of different ways you can make eyes. Those are circles. These are more like football shapes. You can do all different kinds of cartoony shapes, depending on how you want your character to look. We want to get some more color in here too. Let me grab. Nice job, Simone. You want to show them the eyes you're working on when you get a chance?
These are like the almond-shaped eyes, and these are some crazy eyes.
Yeah, cool. Have fun. Remember, when you're doing characters like this, if you watch cartoons and you see characters in video games or movies, they're not drawn like real people. They have all kinds of weird shapes going on. I think I'm going to cut those two out and glue them on. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be the same size. Right.
Take some markers right here.
So this is part 1 of our video. This is going to go for about we're going to work for another 7 or 8 minutes, maybe take a break and come back with part 2, where we really get into depth about building the character and creating a look for them. And then maybe in part 3, maybe we can put together a little puppet show. That's the fun part. Okay, let me glue those eyes on there. And you don't want to just make one puppet. You want to make a couple of them so they can interact with each other. They can be friends. Maybe you can even have like a bad guy puppet so to create a little bit of a problem for them to solve. Already taking shape. You can draw the nose on there, or you can draw it directly on there, or you can cut a shape out. I think I'm going to cut a shape out of another piece of paper. I think you get more color in it that way. So I'm going to use some orange. There's lots of different ways to draw noses. Like that. That's one way. No right or wrong way. Okay? I'm going to go with this one. This middle one. I hope it fits on there. Yeah, it'll fit. Oh, I'll wait till Simone gets done with the scissors. Take your time there, kiddo. No hurry. When you're doing art, you never want to rush through it. It's important to do a good job, not a fast job. It should be relaxing too and fun. So thank you. Never feel like you're racing against someone or it's a competition. Always just enjoy it. Try to have a smile on your face when you're making art. That's what I always do. Okay. The little nose is going to go on there. Oh, we have a kitty in the backyard. Look at that. Hey, kitty, kitty. Cat, you can't see the cat from where you're at, but it's an adorable little kitten that looks like she's trying to get inside. Or he.
Whoa.
Yeah. But wind is going to be a little bit of a competition today. That's the only competition we have. We're competing with the wind. All right. Starting to take shape. This is exciting stuff. Next thing, let's think about what we want to do for the shirt. What kind of character do we want? We don't want to just leave it yellow. What should I do with this shirt, Simone? What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe you should put something on it, like something like you did over there with the Flash.
Oh, like a symbol, like a superhero thing? You know what? Maybe this will be an imaginary superhero. I'm thinking polka dots.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, watch. If I'll have a piece of this scrap paper. This is a trick. If you want to make a bunch of the same shape, I'm folding it once, twice, 3 times. Oh, the wind is picking up. That's all right. I just want to make sure our paper doesn't blow into the neighbor's yard or anything. Okay. Made a little round shape on there. Sometimes it's a circle, but I don't even always like to call them circles. I like to just call them round shapes. Because circles, you think of a perfect circle, but you can't do that with your hands. You just want to make a round shape. Okay? And since I folded the paper, now I have a whole bunch of them that are exactly the same. Okay. Cut out some more. I'll put some of these here in case you want some polka dots, Simone, but now I have all these polka dots.
I'm gonna draw something on a few of these.
It's a good idea. Yeah, we don't want to waste anything. I always keep my scraps. If that's gonna blow away, so we'll just put the markers on top of there. Well, worst comes to worst, we'll just get some little rocks and hold down our projects. And we're gonna work right up until lunchtime. We got a few more minutes till our lunch is ready, I think. And we'll take a little bit of a break and finish these up. But now polka dot guy. I'm gonna put polka dots all over polka dot guy. Simone's really taking her time over there, developing the components. Let's see. There we go.
I'm drawing little faces on here.
On the dots?
Yep. I don't know why, but they look funny, so.
That's fine. Yeah, they look cool. Let me see if they can be seen there. Yeah, I think we got them. Put that back there. I notice when you're doing an art project like this, time flies. You'll sit down and before you know it, 20 minutes, half an hour, 30 minutes, or an hour's passed.
Time flies when you're having fun.
That's what they say. Good. They say that for a reason. I gotta say, in my experience, that's been true. Well, I'm thinking about maybe wings. What else? A crown, horns, hair, a cape. All those different things you could make. Relaxing and fun. All right, I think this character's probably not even halfway done yet. Wow, you're working too. Every once in a while, you might want to test out your character. Think of a voice. Would they talk like this? Would they talk like this? Would they talk like this? Or maybe they just have your own normal voice. That's up to you. That's one of the fun things to think about. So we're about ready to take a break. We've already gotten a lot of stuff out. We'll reorganize our area, get rid of some of the scrap. Maybe we're going to get a snack. I think it's going to be tacos today. And we'll come back with chapter 2 of the paper bag puppet lesson. All right?
See ya.
Peace.